Welcome, fellow travelers, to Fate's Wide Wheel. I'm your host, Sam Fain, and I am joined by JJ Lendl for an exclusive poster reveal for A Kind of Magic. JJ, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Very excited to have a new Quantum Leap again this week.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Get these holidays. Like, why do we need Thanksgiving? I need
Right?
more Quantum Leap.
We had a tree lighting last week. Like, what?
Yeah. Unless that tree's turning blue and leaping into somebody else's lifetime, I don't need it.
That's right.
That's
That's
right.
now that's the leap effect I want to see
That
on a
right.
Christmas tree,
I love the
or the
episode where he
light.
leaps into a Christmas tree.
I mean, if it was alive, I guess anything's possible.
Yeah. Get this
Uh,
really, really hard sci-fi here.
right. Anyway, um, when last we were talking Quantum Leap, it was for the Secret History poster reveal, and Secret History. What a stellar episode! Any thoughts now that the episode's out? We could talk a little bit more spoilery. Any thoughts on Secret History that you had that you wanted to share?
I loved it. I think it was probably my favorite of the season so far, up to that point. And it's one of those episodes that brings so many elements of the show that work together. And one of my barometers for success for like any piece of television or film that I'm watching is like when we get to the end of the episode, I'm like, "What? It's already over? That's it?"
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
how I felt with Secret History. So
absolutely. I think it's a great way to put it, and I completely agree. And I know for a fact that there are some people who work on the show who purchased your poster or T-shirt version of said
what?
poster. Yeah, I've seen some pictures,
That's fun.
which is super cool, and I'm sure that there are a lot of folks that are listening to this or watching this that have as well. But now we get to talk about episode 207, A Kind of Magic, and the design that you have done for that. Before we get to that, what did you think of the episode? No spoilers, obviously, no spoilers, but what did you think of the episode overall?
I thought it was great, and without any spoilers, it takes the show to a place where it's never been, either in this iteration or the past iteration, which I think is great. It's sort of just expanding the boundaries of what the show can be.
Yeah.
And I thought it was another great episode that has a great supporting cast, and another episode that finds some really great ways to integrate the time travel story with the project story. So that's what I'll say.
Yeah, I would echo all of those. And the one thing that I'll add to is I really enjoyed, and this has been the bulk of the season, really. This is not a unique comment, but I also really enjoyed the balance of the humor with the darker elements of the episode as well.
Yeah,
Because this episode goes to some pretty dark places, and yet
yeah.
there's some very, very humorous moments. And I think that, yeah, the cast, the guest cast, the regulars, everybody really showed up to deliver, and it's I agree, pushing the boundaries of what the show can be and what can be done, and not just for the sake of doing it, I think, but there's almost like you watch an episode like this, and when thinking about it just a little bit more beyond kind of like, oh yeah, that was good, I really, really like that, I also started to think about it in terms of sort of like, well, they passed the test. You know what I mean? As far
Yeah.
as like they can absolutely go to these places, these time periods, and pull it off,
Yeah,
which I think
I
is
agree.
really cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, do you want to see a poster?
I would love to see a poster.
All
What
right.
do you got for us?
Let's see what we've got here. This is what we've come up with for.
That's what you've come up with.
This is
I
what
didn't do anything.
this is what exists for a kind of magic, and there it is.
Yes, look
Um.
at that.
So, I'll talk a little bit about the poster right now, but if you want to get a real in-depth look at the poster and its making of, we've got a new Patreon video for Fate's Wide Wheel that will be up shortly, where I'll take you through the making of the poster. But for now, I'll say this was a fun one. Once I decided that I wanted to take a minimalist route, it sort of designed itself. And I like using limited color palette, so this was another really great opportunity to do that. And I hope people like it. I hope people who work on the show like it, and I hope that people who enjoy the series like it. And you'll be able to find it in the Fates Wide Wheel storefront this week.
Yes. I love it. And, when you first shared it with me, it just, I think the use of color in particular, was just so striking, and it was very easy to kind of catch the vibe of certain moments of the episode, with the poster. So I'm looking forward to talking about it a little bit more in depth, which, as you mentioned, you can head over to Patreon and find that exclusive video, behind the scenes look, at the creation of this poster, and you'll get access to that at any tier level. Of
Any
course,
tier
this time of
level?
year, any
Wow,
tier level, any tier level,
amazing.
any any tier, any level, any they're interchangeable. I smashed them together. But this time of year, obviously, certainly want folks to be able to contribute in any way that they can to their community, whether that's through time or money, and the world at large. I had realized that I had not actually given my usual donation to the Trevor Project and, Doctors Without Borders this year. So I did that on Giving Tuesday, appropriately enough. And I will always stand behind both of those charities. I think they're wonderful charities, and they do incredible work. Very, very difficult work. Obviously, Doctors Without Borders right now, I think is feeling very overwhelmed, very stretched with some of the work that they're doing, some of the doctors that they have, and some of their people are in danger, all the time, and I think that some of their people, unfortunately, won't be coming home for Christmas, and anything we can do to help support their mission statement, I believe, deeply in. So, if you can help out, great. Or if you've got a favorite charity, then go for it. Drop it in the comments below. Share. Let people know what you support and what you stand for. Why not? And if after all of that, though, you do want to contribute to the show, head over to patreon.com/fateswidewheel, and you can get access to these special behind the scenes videos. You'll get to see the creation of these posters, and they've been so much fun and so enlightening to me. I mean, I'm not just a host. I too am a subscriber. I don't know, not really. I don't. That sounds so stupid. But
Like Bear
but
Club
no.
for Men.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I've been deriving a lot of enjoyment just personally out of the process. So it's been a lot of fun, and you can see those for not only for Secret History, but also for the Doctor Who, Daleks poster, for the 60th anniversary. And speaking of Doctor Who, should we just maybe offer just a teeny bit of a tease that we're gonna have a little something in a couple of weeks for folks.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if folks are keeping up with the 60th anniversary specials that are currently debuting in the US on Disney Plus and in the UK on BBC and on iPlayer. But I think we'll be having a little chat about those once they wrap up. And keep an eye on the storefront. We might have some tie-in episode art as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I enjoyed Star Beast, and I thought Wild Blue Yonder was just
So
superb.
scary. So
Oh,
scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But just what a superb episode. I mean, that
Yeah.
was one of those episodes specifically of Doctor Who, but just television in general, where I didn't. I like to, there were times I forgot to breathe.
Yeah.
I was very, very, very invested. So
It was
I look
so
forward
good.
to talking more about that, and I cannot wait to see what you do, for the artwork.
Me too. Uh, figure that out.
um, of course, there's one more special to air, which will be on December the wait, what, the 9th, right? Yes,
Yes.
December
Yeah.
9th.
Right? Yes. The
I
ninth.
believe
Yeah.
that is true. Yes. And of course, if you're here in the States, you can catch it over on Disney Plus. Otherwise, of course, it's airing on the BBC and iPlayer in the UK and elsewhere. But yeah, that's about it. We'll have some other stuff cooked up too, as we go through this time when there won't be any Quantum Leap on the air. As I mentioned in the sort of longer episode from earlier this week, no idea when it's coming back, but I'm anticipating sort of a late January, early February. We'll see what happens, with that. But in the meantime, I think that's about it.
Yeah. I'm
You got
looking
anything
forward
else?
to your episode Wednesday talking about the new the new Quantum Leap. So yeah,
Oh yeah, I should probably like promote that in some way,
yeah.
shouldn't I? Yeah. So this Wednesday, immediately following A Kind of Magic on NBC, head over to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on this video, and you'll get the notification for the A Kind of Magic video when it drops immediately following the airing of the episode on NBC. I don't know for certain what I will have other than, of course, a review and some comments about the episode itself, but I may have a couple special surprises as well. We'll just have to kind of wait and see on that one. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for listening, for watching, for your support, for liking and subscribing. It is important, helps the channel out, and I'm overwhelmed, quite frankly, with all the new subscribers, and seeing those numbers go up has been really, really cool. If you are active over on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, almost to 1,000 followers. That's also pretty neat. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that a great deal. Instagram's been popping. I've been posting some videos over there and some stuff over there, which has been a lot of fun. Able to share all of JJ's posts as well, so you can see what he's up to, but make sure you're following him. JJ, where can they follow you?
JJLENDL at just about everywhere.
Fantastic. And of course, I'm Sam over at Fate's Wide Wheel, which is the handle wherever you go as well. So in the meantime, until we meet again, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, stay safe out there, and remember, always leap responsibly.